Who's your favorite character in Avatar besides Zuko?
Jet.
Why?
The gang's the gang. They're all great. I love all the gang. But I'm talking about like side characters. I like Jet because his style is dope. He reminds me a lot of Rufio. Freedom Fighters and Jet, it's like Rufio and the Lost Boys for sure. But also, there's no one that kind of exemplifies the gray area that that Avatar lies in. That's one of the most powerful things about Avatar to me is like, I grew up in the 80s and I love the cartoons that I grew up with, but it was like the Thundercats and like the Transformers, which is like Autobots and Decepticons. Like the world's not Autobots and Decepticons. It's not just it's all good or it's all bad. Avatar shows you all these different elements, good and evil, or not evil. I don't know. All good, all evil. We don't know in all the elements. A character like Zuko who actually changes. You rarely see a for real in life or in movies, live action or animation, a character actually really change and see why they change and go through the process of change. And then you see the gray area of Jet where he's in trauma and does the end justify the means, and you understand why he wants to do something, but is that bad? It feels bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it exemplifies the nuances of life.
Was it difficult for your family to see your surprising death on screen in Hook?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I have to ask them. I think it was weird. I think it was weird for all of us. It was weird for a generation. I read a blog back in the day that came across some kind of feed. It was like the death of Rufio. And it was this blogger wrote like, if you were a certain age and you watched Hook in the movie theaters at like between the ages of like 8 and like 12, like this for sure was the first traumatic moment of your life.
Oh, for sure. In a theater,
in a theater,
course.
yeah, because it's like a kid's movie. Like, who kills a kid in a kid's movie? And because there was so many rewrites, there was no leading up to it. It was just the decision one day that
he's God.
We're gonna kill him, and then it just happens, and it's so abrupt and beautiful. The scene, you know, and this whole father, it's crazy. So I don't know how everybody felt about it. I do know for a long time, you know, just people felt sad about it. Like, there was kids that were like, I thought you were dead. Like, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was weird. It's weird. Now I've died a few times, you know, so it's like, we're die. You get killed.
What role would you love to revisit and why?
I mean, Rufio for sure. I'm with a production team that kind of created a prequel to Hook through other people. There's a lot of people through the years have always reached out to me because Rufio and me have become synonymous throughout my life. I'm like been Rufio longer than I haven't been Rufio. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, you guys keep reaching out to me. Like, you don't really go to Mark Hamill for the Luke Skywalker story. Like, that's not how this work gets done. But it's kind of come to me a lot through the years. So many people pitched great prequel ideas, and I reconnected with some of the originators that created Hook, and we have some ideas and projects that we're pitching out there for like to revisit Rufio. Obviously he's dead, but how he got to Neverland and like his backstory and the Tri-Hawks and the whole look, like how did that happen? Like,
that's what we need right now.
Yeah, it's I hope so. We'll see. It'll be cool. It'll be very cool.
Who would win, Zuko or Jake Long?
Probably Jake. Jake's a dragon. Zuko's a firebender and he's great with swords, but Jake is a dragon. I think they'd be friends, first and foremost. They probably would not fight. They would just hang out. But, I mean, it's hard to beat a dragon. In dragon form? A dragon? It's got to be Jake.
Can you tell me about But I'm a Cheerleader?
Great movie. So proud to be a part of it. Homosexual varsity wrestler, Dolph. It was cool. Again, we were young Hollywood. We were cool kids. I mean, Natasha Lyonne, Clea Duvall. It was Kit Pardue. It's like his first movie. I mean, Kate Town. I think of my friends, especially from that era, and Joel Mike Lee. I mean, we were cool kids in Hollywood. Again, these are a lot of us are kids that ran in the same circles, and I mean, Natasha's from New York, and she was just cool. She's just cool, right? A lot of us were also just the rest of us were kind of like LA kids, like run around LA, and we were we were cool Hollywood kids, and then you get this opportunity to do a movie, and it's like this totally ally film. We can just kind of be an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, which we grew up. I mean, I grew up in Hollywood since I was 10, and it's like people are so brave of you. I'm like, I don't know how much brave it was. I mean, we're around it. We're we're theater kids. Like it's our whole part of our world, and so to be a part of it was very cool. RuPaul as one of our
RuPaul's in it.
RuPaul's our counselor, in undrag and not in drag. As a guy, it's hilarious. Eddie Cibrian. I mean, I think about that movie, and I think it was so fun to do and kind of crazy, and we were just young actors being crazy in Palmdale for like a month in a small town where Applebee's was like our hangout. And
did they have half-price apps?
Yeah, I think
after
they
10?
did. Yeah, after 10. Yeah. Applebee's are a spot.
That was the move.
And then, but what the great thing is later on, after it came out in the years that lived on, especially when social media popped off, my Tumblr, even today on like Instagram, TikTok, people will write me, kids will write me, and have this movie as like a part of them coming out to their parents. And it's like a comedy. It's a dark comedy, so it's like an easy way for them to come out and just. I'm so honored to be a part of that and to help that situation go a little easier, maybe. And so I'm very proud to be a part of that movie, and it's a special film. It's a cult classic.
What other cons do you have coming up? What else are you working on?
I have cons coming. I mean, throughout the year, I could show up anywhere. I don't know. My con schedule gets crazy.
Are there any that are like you really look forward to? Did you go to San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah, we go there every year, and it was the 20th anniversary, so that was fun. I also DJ'd a party there this year. When I got into the con world, I didn't grow up in the nerd scene. Like I grew up in the club scene, in LA club scene, and so I was a club kid. I didn't know what was going on. I had like no idea what I was doing, but I was so embraced by the community, and I love the community. I was like, I gotta get my nerd on. I gotta understand, because the thing about is like it's such a loving community. So when I got into it, I just try to bring what I can bring to it. So I ended up throwing clubs for the nerd scene. So I went to my friends who ran the club scene in LA, and one of my good friends, partners, Rob Valletta, and he came out to one of the cons. He's like, oh, this is cool. And so they started giving me like clubs on off days, and we would throw cosplay clubs like at Supper Club, at Hemingway's, and the community would come out. We'd sell it out like on a Wednesday night. You know what I'm saying? And I would DJ, I'd have some YouTuber perform, like make it very kind of like community for them.